Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And I've got a good one for you today because I'm in Laguna off of Oak Street and Oak and Gaviota. For everybody that knows this area, this is the walkway, the lookout spot. It's kind of nice. It's a beautiful day. Everybody's out walking their dogs. There's so much to cover right now. The thing that's crazy right now is you're going to see houses go for 50 cents on the dollar. You're going to see half-price houses coming this summer. I totally believe that. Before I get into it, please take a second. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget, we have an email list, and we had an email go out yesterday. If you guys are on the list, check your spam filter if you didn't get it. Also, if you want more access to me, you can sign up for the Patreon channel. And this is just an absolute stunning spot. Known for surfing, known for these beautiful rocks down here. Just absolutely stunning. One thing I really pride myself on is the people I know, and how my network is constantly growing. But one thing that I've got is I have go-to people in certain industries, whether it's medical, whether it's money, whether it's finance, real estate, whatever. But my go-to guy for real estate is Scott Walters, Realtor. He's out of the Santa Barbara area, and he and I got to spend about an hour on the phone today. Absolutely fantastic conversation, but comparing notes on everything that's going on right now, which is absolutely insane. You are going to see housing tracts that will not get completed between now and summer. The financing for real estate is available right now, but it's very precarious right now. And as we were comparing notes and going through everything that we were, talking about and getting caught up, there's certain things that he didn't even know about. For example, in England, it is crazy. In the UK, guys, they do not have 30-year mortgages. Basically, when you buy a house for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, that's it, and then you refinance at that point. This is going to be such a complete mess for the people in the UK that have had the exact same thing that we've had in the last 3 years, and that is prices have just gone through the flipping roof right now. Now, the problem with this is that this is a worldwide phenomenon when it comes to real estate. And the thing that you're seeing right now is you're seeing more and more builders that are getting stretched out because of the supply chain issue and because of the financing issue. There are so many people that have bought houses. Basically, 9 months ago, we're told, hey, you're going to get your house done in 60 days. And the house did not get done until this month, but interest rates have gone up 3%. These people are finished. There are people out there that are buying houses here in Southern California that are having payments that are $3,000, $4,000 a month more for their loans. Huh? Who could afford that? Okay, now, you can see people fixing up their houses here. Tide's kind of out. One thing that's cool about this area is you've got these streets, and basically at the top of each street, you got a staircase that you can come down and you can walk down on the beach. So it's just really nice and really beautiful, and you get to see all these beautiful houses, and people are out surfing, enjoying the sand. But there are so many warning signs that interest rates are going to be a problem. The Fed has just announced that they want to do something like they did in 1994, and that was that they want to raise interest rates incrementally faster. And in 1994, they raised interest rates to 6%. And Alan Greenspan was responsible for this plan that went up half a point, and had one jump that was 0.75%. And it was crazy, guys, because it brought things up to 6%, and it slowed inflation down and took care of some of the problems that they had in 1994. Now, the problem with that is When the last real estate market went down, they had the ability to lower the housing, lower interest rates, and to spur house sales. And still, people had to qualify for the loans. The problem that got people, into houses where they did not have the ability to pay for it, they had these adjustable mortgages. That's what got people in trouble, is that the payment would adjust and they couldn't afford it. Think about this. How could you borrow $1 million and have a $1,200 payment? That's insane. So these people have these teaser rates and teaser loans and ridiculous startups loans that were just set for a certain period of time, and it didn't justify the loan amount by any means. And don't worry, you can refi. You're going to be able to refinance. It's no problem. Well, now you're going to see entire housing tracts that will not be in business right now. These builders are going to go out of business. You're going to have houses for sale through these tracts, just like you've seen throughout history. But this time, it's going to be the spur in interest rates going up that's going to affect this. Rex, the discount brokerage firm that was the one that was suing Zillow, saying that Zillow was a cartel because they didn't want to be part of the MLS service, and how Zillow messed with Rex. Well, anyways, they had offices in Texas, offices here in Southern California. They're finished right now. But what's fascinating about the Rex lawsuit is Rex suing Zillow, but Rex went out and hired David Boyce as their attorney. And I'm like, holy crap. Now, who's David Boyce? He's Al Gore's attorney from 2000, from all those hanging Chad shenanigans, lawsuits and all that stuff. He's the guy that partially represented Harvey Weinstein, okay? So, look at this, guys. You can climb up on these rocks. That is the Surf and Sand Hotel over there. Got some big event clearly going on over there because there's a bunch of people over there. But look at these beautiful tide pools, these beautiful rocks up here. Absolutely stunning. It's going to be inevitable that you're going to have builders fail. You're going to have people that will not be able to afford their new loans. The majority of what the lenders are pushing right now are the variable interest rates loans, and that's what got people in trouble in the first place. Now, I have people that write me and say, Dan, you're just a fearmonger. You're trying to spread all these problems and get people all worked up. No, guys, this is going to happen, guys. This is going to be such a disaster because the average person, if they get one of those loans, is not going to be able to afford it if the price adjusts too high. Now, I had a lender write me, and as I sit down on this hard rock, I had a lender write me and tell me how he had a young couple come to him and they were buying too much house for their income. But because of the variable loan, they qualified for more of a house. And he sat down and said, you know what? I may not be a very good lender because I want to show you something. Here's where your payment would go if the interest rates go up 1%, 2%. Well, we couldn't afford that. Exactly. So do you think interest rates are going to go up? Yes. And with that, they didn't buy the house and he didn't get the loan. And he said, I felt like I did a good deed, but I'm probably not a good lender because I talked these people out of it. So here's the thing. With construction financing basically is done on a monthly basis. Now, let's say a guy's building 1 or 2 houses, and you can do it inside of a great community like this, okay? Down here on the beach, and the more experienced the lender, the better financing that guy's going to have. But the problem with it is inevitably, right now, so many of these people that are building homes are seeing supply chain issues that are delaying the completion of homes. That's going to kill real estate. We haven't even talked about a black swan event. If there is a black swan event, that it could put real estate out of business inside of a very short period of time. But what's going to happen is that you're starting to see lenders that are going out of business left and right. They're laying people off because there's no activity, and the only thing left is for them to get in these variable loans. Think about this. Variable loans right now are higher than fixed rate mortgages were 60, 80 days ago. Oh, that's no big deal, Dan. The other myth that I get written to me is every time there's a midterm election, interest rates go up and then they go down. You're kidding yourself, guys. The Fed is going to raise interest rates and has no choice to raise interest rates. What happens if home loans go to 8%, 10%? Oh, Dan, that would be crazy. It would never happen. Yes, guys, it could totally happen. And you need to prepare for that. You know, right now, walk through this. It's kind of steep down here, guys. But, you know, with all the layoffs from brokerages, from lenders that are laying people off left and right, you're only going to see interest rates shoot up right now, and it's going to kill real estate. Now, the most fragmented areas where people had to finance the most are the people that are in the most danger right now of losing their homes. It's that simple. And are you going to see, you know, $15 million houses be, you know, $3 million? No, it's not going to happen. The rich are going to be fine, guys. There are certain people that go out there and pay cash for homes, and they're a different breed. Let's just put it that way, okay? The rich will be rich. It's the people that are financing the average house right now. The Biden administration today just announced a new affordable housing program. Guys, okay, bravo, let's make everything affordable. When does this go into place? Seriously, soon? No, guys, it's not going to be soon. It's not going to be fast enough to do anything. Having a plan for affordable housing, what they're talking about is dorm-style housing, apartments that you'll own, okay? And that you'll be surrounded by 6 floors of people living around you without a backyard and without a front yard for that matter. Maybe you'll have a 1-car garage, most likely a carport to put your car underneath, and that's it, guys. So that type of construction started in Russia, and it's being brought here. It started in Los Angeles, and it's spread throughout the country where these dorm-style units are taken off. And they're horrific, guys. I could drive you to places 5 miles from where I'm at where you've got condos that are $800,000. You can call them affordable house, you can call them whatever you want. That's not affordable. We saw this in Los Angeles with the affordable rental units where they built units, think about this, that cost $700,000 a piece to house the homeless. It's insane, guys. This is not affordable, and the bureaucracy of the bureaucrats is going to only destroy the real estate market. If you're waiting for that, you know what? You're going to have grandkids, and they're going to be taking care of you. So that's not going to happen anytime soon. The supply chain issue is killing real estate. On the 18th of this month, of May, we're going to get the next housing report where we're going to see the numbers of houses that were completed and what's outstanding. That is growing right now. That is getting bigger. It's not shrinking. Remember, there's no inventory right now, guys. There's no inventory because people are buying everything. It's just fantastic. Okay, buy that, okay? The problem that you have is that larger builders are going to have more of a problem getting things completed. And it's just not the small builders that are having this problem. Lennar Homes, the last quarter of 2021 had 22,000 homes built. The first quarter, they had 27,000. They had 5,000 homes that were not completed. That's going up. But what Lennar is doing right now is Lennar is doing 2 things. They're giving you a supplemental deposit to help you with the down payment for areas like Florida, that's hot. And also, they're going to rent out their own homes and not have them be sold. So, guys, okay, it's a problem. Banks are onboarding agents like Scott Walters. Think about this. Hey, Scott, if there's an influx of foreclosures, are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready for that. And that, again, that's the type of guy that's on that list. I've had agents write me and say, hey, if you've got a list of foreclosures, please send them to me. No, that's ridiculous, guys. I don't have that. Banks don't even have that yet. This is a problem that's percolating right now. This is just festering, and it's going to explode before your very eyes. And you can sit there and say, oh, Dan, it's not going to be that bad. You're not going to see issues like that. It is, guys. It is. The real estate industry is going to get destroyed, pure and simple, because of higher interest rates. And you can talk about variable loans. Variable loans, guys, that start at 5%. Think about that. Now, if you live in a community where the average house is $500,000, you're not going to have that big of a problem. You live here in Southern California, where this county that I'm standing in right now is $1 million. San Diego County, that I was just at last week, was $1 million also. It is insane, guys, that we're seeing prices go up like this, and the average person, now again, $1 million does not buy you anything nice. It buys you the average house. It's just that simple. People have to be in homes right now. Scott told me a story about a listing, high-end house, okay? We want you to sell our house because I've heard you get over asking for your deals. And this is recent, guys. This is the last few weeks. And people were furious. Scott got a full price offer on the house. What is this? You know, our house is so much nicer than Ted and Alice's, whoever the hell the other clients were. And we should get more than them. Okay, well, you got a full price offer. That's what you wanted for the house. And they were furious for that. Guys, you're seeing more houses sit on the market longer. You're seeing more foreclosures sit on the market. And again, I had people that I use Zillow as like, hey, things are listed publicly that anybody can search as a foreclosure. And again, I have things that people send me, hey, look at this site. Yeah, it's $800 a quarter to buy this real estate guide, okay? You buy it. You send me the free login for that thing, okay? But again, people are at such a euphoric, I gotta have a house, I gotta have a house. This time it's gonna be bad, but it's gonna be bad quickly, and it's gonna happen very soon. Now, again, like Scott and I talked about, if there is a black swan event, something, it's game over, baby. It's done, to-roo, finished. The smart people are the ones waiting. Now here's the thing. Well, I want a cheap house, Dan. I'm gonna wait. Okay, do you have good credit? Do you have any money? You got a good job? Are you ready to step up to that? Because the banks are going to go with the best people first. Now, a lot of these FHA lenders, they're not going to go to the old myth of, oh, BlackRock's going to buy everything. It's going to be sold to these investment banks. That's not true. A lot of these places have stepped forward and said, we're going to go with individuals first and nonprofits. So if you run a nonprofit, you could get yourself a house. But again, do you have the money to pay for a house? Oh, well, my credit's okay. It's not really that good. Okay, well, goodbye. In economic downturns, which is where we're going right now, I think that we are in a recession right now. I see people spending less money. I see people that have service companies where people, you know, the monthly service for the termites, we don't need it. The cable TV, they're cutting back. And again, if you have anything like that in your life and you're not calling those companies, you're not calling DirecTV and doing that and getting a better deal, you're a fool right now because, hey, I'm going to cancel. And I don't care where you're at. I don't care where you live. I don't care if the cable company doesn't service your community. Use that as a close to get yourself a better deal. The greatest one ever was my mother, when she was alive, called her cable company, and she loved the Dodgers, okay? Well, I want cable, I don't want to spend this money, and I need to have the Dodger package. And if you know the story about Time Warner with the Dodgers, they absolutely fleeced people for this Dodger package, and they were the only place you could watch a Dodger game. My mom got her cable to her house with movies and with the Dodgers and all this stuff for $50 a month. I just frowned at him and told him I was going to cancel, and I'm a senior citizen. Okay, do it, guys. It's crazy. So, the housing industry is going to have such huge problems that you will not believe. Okay? It's gonna make 2008 look different because it's going to be fragmented. You're going to have areas that are going to get hit much worse than others. These areas outside of Sacramento where houses were $190,000 2 years ago, and now they're $460,000, $475,000 for these houses. Those places are going to get destroyed. Now, there are people in there that can weather. If my house goes to $300,000, then I don't care. Okay, I can afford the downturn. We like our home. There's that. Now, here's the other thing: is that never in the history of our world, in the history of this country or anybody else outside the United States, Australia, New Zealand, the UK, Canada for that matter, if you didn't make your payment, okay, you didn't get kicked out of your house right now. Now, think about this. The state of New York is implementing a foreclosure security law that's going to make it so that banks just can't foreclose on your property. They've got a limited statute of limitations on it, and this is pending right now. But it's also delaying people from getting foreclosed on right now because people are saying, hey, this new pending legislation is going to go through, and we don't have to worry about getting foreclosed on. Well, guys, there's going to be rewriting. It could take 6 months for this thing to be signed off on, and the governor has said she's going to sign off on it. But that's a problem right now. Now, with the construction, with everything that's happening right now that you're seeing, people that are having their houses built over a long period of time cannot afford to close escrow. People are completely upside down because of the higher interest rates. It's an absolute problem. Now, some communities are worse than others. You've got certain communities where, wow, we had no idea our payment was going to go up $600. That's no big deal for some people. But you've got areas like Southern California where it's going to go up $3,000, and that's the problem with that. So, people know how much money they make. People live on a set amount of money. They may make a lot of money, but sometimes they get overextended. Everything that's added onto a new house is outrageous when you think about it. The maintenance and the upkeep and everything new in a new house is unbelievable. If you have an association, those are going up. The amount of insurance are going up. And again, here's the thing that happens. Whenever you have a fire, like in our area, people go out and go, hey, what's my insurance like? I should go get a quote in my insurance. So then they go out, they get a quote in the insurance, and realize that they've got to update the value of the house, and it completely changes everything as far as what they're paying on a monthly, quarterly, every 6 months or yearly basis, and people sometimes cannot afford that. So you have to have insurance. If you have a mortgage, you got to have insurance on the house. So Scott talked about an area with me called California City. California City was a community out in the Antelope Valley where they actually paved streets. They actually named the streets and never completed the homes in this area. Now, the crazy thing about this is that this is coming to a theater near you because you're gonna see housing tracts that will not get completed. Here in Southern California, areas like Temecula, Murrieta, they're building thousands of homes that are off the 15 freeway, but not freeway close. They're 12 and 14 miles off the freeway. And the problem with that is people are like, it's no big deal. No, it's a huge deal, guys, because there's no infrastructure out there. You've got a house in the middle of nowhere with no restaurants, no gas stations, no nothing, no liquor store, no grocery store, nothing near you, and that's going to be a problem. The last time that there was a real estate collapse in 2008, Vegas was destroyed. Vegas has already taken a turn right now because you're seeing people are not going to Vegas. Now, here's the thing that I get a kick out of. Vegas just announced their gambling numbers, okay, and that they took in more money gambling in Vegas than they've ever did before. But when you go to Vegas, it's absolutely dead. And the people that are there don't look like they're spending money at the casinos. They don't look like that crowd. So there's that. Get ready. You want to be on the list of people getting foreclosures? Have a relationship with banks that do loans for this. But you're starting to see more and more brokerages go out of business. Lenders go out of business. People letting people go like you've never seen. Now, one final thing I want to throw into this video is we've done a lot with this channel with grants. There's a grant link below for anybody that's in business. You guys can take a look at that. But with the economic injury disaster loan that came out from the SBA in 2020, and also the PPP loans, there is legislation in Congress right now that is absolutely amazing, and it's beautiful, because the one thing that I got furious about was the people that absolutely lied during this time. Absolutely told stories about having 17 employees when it was them and their wife. And these people got 800 grand and used the money to buy shit, okay, and not go out and run their business. I know somebody that worked for a place that they got, because they asked me and I looked it up, they got 400 grand. They gave all the employees 50 bucks and cut their hours. So what do you think they did with all that money, guys? Okay. Well, here's the beauty of the new legislation. You're going to find out there are task force out there that are going to go after these people for these PPP loans, especially, where they're going to change the statute of limitations. In other words, how long can they prosecute you for it? Instead of being 4 years or whatever it is for a contract, it's now going to be 10 years. So they're going to search through these documents, and people are going to have up until 2030 that they're going to be prosecuted for these loans that they never should have gotten. And these people lied, these people stole this money, these people did horrific things and didn't pay employees and bought stuff. You hear, I tell you guys stories, how it trickles through, but these people are going to get theirs, rightfully so. Okay? So that legislation is going to go through. I'll keep you guys posted on that. Right now, we have a countdown, guys. Countdown to 200,000. We're going to have a party at 200,000. Got some surprises coming out this week. So tell your friends about the channel. Help me get to 200,000. We're at 195 right now. I want to get to 200,000. Got a bunch of cool stuff we're going to do. I appreciate each and every one of you. But guys, get yourself ready, okay? Whatever you want. Maybe you don't need a house. Maybe you want, you know what I want? I want a motorcycle, Dan. I really would like a Harley. I'd really like a street bike. I'd really like, a golf cart. I'd really like a jet ski, a boat, whatever. They're all going to go on sale very soon. These people that are overextended have bought these things. And some of them have borrowed against their house to buy these things. Honey, we don't want to pay a boat payment. Let's just put it on the house, okay? That's your game. Be ready for this stuff, guys, because be the type of person that if you're going to buy this stuff right now, be financially ready to scoop this stuff up, okay? Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Share it with everybody. And again, this place just stunning down here. Got all the surfers down here hanging out. Don't forget the email list. Again, if you signed up for the email list, check your spam filter. And if you want more access to me, it's Patreon. But again, the discount houses are coming, and it's going to be sooner than you think because of all the problems that the builders are having. And that's not even counting a black swan event. I will see you guys very soon.